Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. That's hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Bears. A gain of 57 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
What is that? From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Brings up 2nd and
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
This one completes to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the 1st down mark. So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's to the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on first
A gain of
and 10.
13 yards. And the Bears first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 28-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 9.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Lions. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 79.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Here are 7s on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now give on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2nd and 8 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense...
And he will score! Touchdown, Detroit. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off. 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
What is up?
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now give up the middle, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Williams. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short, and they've turned it over on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. Back to the ground, he'll get it again, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. 2nd and inches. Throwing is Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end commit.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Down the sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Right, adds the extra point. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on second down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. JT Tuimoloau in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. The Lions all their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over.
27-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He connects with St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Wright's kick is good. And the Lions going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Before every game, we see these kickers. They have a very set and clear routine. We're down there on the field a lot of the times when they're working through it. They start in close, and then they work their way progressively back towards midfield. They end up taking the last couple kicks right around the logo, and that routine certainly paid off here.
And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He's at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and
5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5.
19, Tiger, 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
19, 18.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 46, here's second and 1.
What is going on?
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's second and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
bootleg. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
That's good.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
And this is what
50-yard
modern-day
line.
running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a
The
safety.
pass rush gets home and he goes down.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. Well, that help is going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Dragon 60.
They'll throw here on third and short. Forced out wide. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it.
At their own 27-yard line.
What is up?
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On second down, it's Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
It's going to be third. They need one. A play fake. Now Williams. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 33, here's second and a couple. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard
So from the
line.
26-yard line, here's second down and 7. They'll go on the ground with Devin Neal. They'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's third and 2. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6?
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Now right to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. To the ground, a first down run. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll look to set up the screen here. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Right on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. JT Tuimoloau, his second sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to air this one out. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He's brought down back at the 40.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Hold it ready. Okay, let's make some good calls, offense. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. It's caught by the tight end, Laporta. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
19, 18.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
At the 14-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Go! On my clock.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
A 4-yard
A
loss.
loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
So it's a win here for the Lions. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.